Hello, hello, hello. I don't know what I don't know what happened though. I do not have a clue what had happened. Okay, we are back. We are back on the scene. We are back, I'm guessing. We are back, I'm guessing. Okay, we are back. Uh Sorry, I don't know what happened. I honestly do not know what happened. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Sometimes this thing. Anyway, yes, let's carry on. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing now. Did I do it right? Hello, 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 hello. How's everybody? Yeah, we're talking about Anthony Joshua. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. There was a glitch, but yes, I'll let everybody come back in. Hey, that mom of five, how are you, sis? Compliment of the season. So, like I was saying, our leadership, it's not just about good roads. Of course, the whole world is focused on Nigeria right now. Hello, Nse, how are you? It's not just about good road. The whole world is focused on Nigeria. Three foreigners have just, two foreigners have just passed away. There were three of them involved in a car accident. And then, of course, we have the whole world now focused on us, paying attention to us, looking at our roads. The role of the government, you can't ignore the role of the government. We can't ignore what we are seeing right now. And for those who think this is normal, no, it is not normal. Like I said, it's not about the roads are good. There's more to that, because even in countries where things work, in countries where they have good road, accident is inevitable. That's something we cannot avoid. Accident is inevitable in a good road, in a country where they have good roads. Hello, Itunu, good morning. I'm greeting everybody as you are greeting me. Accident is inevitable in countries where things are working. But where the wahala is our attitude towards safety. We cannot talk about what has happened in Nigeria, what happened yesterday in Nigeria, without looking at the corruption, without looking at our politicians, without looking at the culture of the celebrities, without looking at our own culture, ourselves as individuals. Look at yesterday. I was watching LBC and BBC yesterday. In short, Ojugbamiti. When you hear Ojugbamiti, my eye Igbamiti. Because I sat down, I was like, just look at how did they rip our system apart. Ambulance was nowhere to be found yesterday. For where it doesn't even matter who be the person will get accident. Oguno, good morning. It doesn't even matter the person will get the accident. In this particular situation, ambulance was nowhere to be found. We leave it with the palakpalakpa. They were saying, the roads are good, they want to scatter Nigeria. Some people even come, they say they don't plan, say they won't buy Anthony Joshua. He wants one thing. Some people come, they say, God, nice save him. Say, the God way they serve, because he wear cross, he shaking it. How does that resolve what the problem is? How does that resolve the problem? First and foremost, why is a truck parked on the road? In UK where I live, there are certain times, even if trucks are going to park, there's lay-by area, there's shoulder roads where cars can park safely. There are shoulder areas where cars are meant to park. You will park there. If you are driving a trailer, if you are driving a heavy duty vehicle, you can't drive it for a certain period of hour. You have to brake at some point. Z Fanny, please, can you please? Z Fan, please, can you please? Who tried to buy him? Who is the person that is trying to buy him? Can we just learn to be sensitive, please? Anyway, like I was saying, that accident happened yesterday. In the same countries were asking questions. Journalists were asking questions. People were asking questions. What happened? What's going on? Where was ambulance in the midst? It was ordinary Nigerians. They were the ones trying to get him trying to get the victims. They were trying to get the casualties. They were trying to get them out of the car. Where was ambulance? Where is the ministry? The Ministry of Health. Those their bloated budget. What did they use and they do? Hey, Yewande, how are you? Compliment of the season. There was all I saw there. I was looking at the videos. I said when BBC was showing it, shame they catch me. On behalf of the Nigerian government, shame they catch me. People just stood there with their phone, wanting to record. Everybody want to breaking news. Everybody wants to feed their blog site. Everybody wants to be the one. I want to be the first to break it on the blog. And just while we are talking about this, that was the same thing. So I was listening to one of the actors that was talking about Orwell Ademola. They said the woman, she got spy. They never, in family itself, never even know. They never even confirm whether she spy true. They say one of their so-called blogs. Now that one, now for dear, now our family foresee say their pikin don't buy. Why are we such an insensitive country? We are very quick. It's all about money, and that's the truth. It's all about money. Everybody want break news. Everybody I want to be the first to break this news. And according to, from what I understand, they say Orwell's mom is still very much alive. They said it was on the blog That they said they were reading, that people were like calling. I just saw it on blogs. I just saw the news. Say, oh wait, don't waka now on blog. Those are family members. Hey, Diaspora Diva, good morning, sis. That was where they saw it. And then look at the Anthony Joshua. I said I was watching it on the news. I said I was like, what kind of human beings are we? People carried they were there. Oh, they even gathered. There was no CPR. Sorry, there was no CPR. Zifan, please, can you stop this conspiracy stones that you're talking about? We're talking of humans here. Is it all about Anthony Joshua? Why are you like this? What is conspiracy? So the other ones, the other ones are lesser humans. The other guys that passed away, they are lesser humans. Is Joshua better than the two of them? Is his life much more precious than those two? This is what we are saying. This is insensitiveness that we're talking about. As I was saying, Gary, you have some people who say, it's because he wore a cross. He wore a cross on his chest. God was protecting him. Because he wore a cross, God was protecting him. He's shaking it. So the other ones are lesser human being. That's what. So I even read on some places. That is what the prayer of a mother can do. When you have a praying mother, we are just insensitive. If you don't know what to say, just keep quiet. Must you speak? It's his name that is speaking for him. He's shaking it. All this nothing when they not talk finish. Yesterday, you would have expected in a sane society, you would expect paramedics. They will find out. That's what you do when accident happens. You phone, particularly a ghastly motor accident. Ambulance is what you call. There was no ambulance visible in any shape or form. No ambulance was visible in that particular place. There was no ambulance. Not even say, the ambulance is on its way. In 30 minutes time, in 20 minutes time, there was nothing. Honestly, you need to go and watch LBC to see how they tear Nigeria apart. There is no time for everything. Sunday Akila. There's nothing like there's time for everything. Carelessness, lack of road safety is what has led to the plight of those guys. At least they said some of them were still, two of them were, they didn't pie on the spot now. Those guys, one of them, he head scatter. Exactly, safeguarding my pearls. That one, another story. Nobody's even talking about that one yet. And that was they said, from what I was reading, those guys, prior to the time, they were all wine and dining with them Pop, Mr. P, AY Life, all of them, they were all wine and dining. He invited them to come and to come and enjoy in Nigeria. What a memory. Abike Dabiri, where they there, come to Nigeria. Nigeria is the best place to come. Oh, Shekini Koshek. Of course, we're not saying Nigeria is not good to go. But look at it now. With that guy, will Anthony Joshua ever forgive himself? Will Anthony Joshua ever forgive himself? And the so-called Nigeria yeye British wey dey post am, they don't even understand the implication of what they are doing. Oh, we were all together, we were there together, we had dinner together. Go and look at Mr. P wey dey post am with AY, that yeye one. We were all together, rest on brothers. Person wey una no know. They were busy showing we ate together. And because it is business as usual for them, they don't know better. Even the Nigerian press, even the Nigerian media, they were not necessarily carrying it. It was more of blogs who was projecting the news than the Nigerian media. And you know the one we call wiki me pass. Road safety cannot even agree on wetin. Road safety say na car park on the road. Ogun State government say na Ogun State government say truck park on the road. Road safety say they ran into truck. They couldn't even agree on what was actually the cause of the accident. And let's also talk about the dirty December thing, where people turn drink. They turn drink to water. We don't. I'm not entirely. I don't know. And the truth is, we probably will never get to the bottom of the investigation. Oh, why Millie? Why Millie says, I have ambulance training company in Ibadan. We have begged the government to allow us to start training students in first aid. Guess what? The government said we should come back in 2 years. Share. And as we were saying, these guys, the news could not even agree on what happened for that accident. They couldn't establish it. Road safety, let's even agree, say maybe ambulance they will delay. Road safety, they are not properly equipped. Maybe ordinary CPR would have saved the other one that was alive. You see what Nigeria they do? Nigeria is happening to everybody. Imagine coming home. Let me come and rest. Let me come and rest in Nigeria. Let me come and show my friends around. I remember, I think some months ago, Anthony Joshua was in Nigeria. If I remember, I think it was like maybe towards the middle of the year or so, where he went to go and meet Tinubu and all of them. And I remember then saying in my head, I was like, I hope this guy is able to use his influence and affluence to start getting the Nigerian government to start rethinking. Because he tends to go, he's from Ogun State. He tends to go to Ogun State a lot. So in my head, I was just thinking in my head, I was like, I hope this guy will be able to use his influence. Now you understand why Kemi Badenoch distanced herself from what's the name? From Abike Dabiri. Diaspora diva, leave all this way they speak grammar. There was no single ambulance for an hour. There was nowhere. Ambulance was nowhere to be found. Even the people that were rescuing that were removing the victims. Go and watch the video again. The video is too gooey to show. Go and watch the video. It was ordinary citizens that were removing. Even the way you know when someone has had an accident. In all my years of driving, I've only had one accident. And I tell you, it's quite traumatic. I wasn't injured. But that trauma, do you know till today, when I'm driving past that, what's the name? When I used to drive confidently to Aberdeen. But when I now drive past that, when I'm driving past those Angus area, I'm always very mindful. And I was not the one who even led to the accident. It was someone that was driving behind me. Even if you are not injured, just coming out of your car, it can lead to internal bleeding, because there's a shock to your system. Come and look at the way they were pulling the guy out. That guy was shocked. They were pulling out Anthony Joshua. Even the other two, when they pull out, they light them for road. How did we get to this as a country? How did we arrive at this as a country, where lives does not matter to us? They just slide the two body. They just slide them on the road, and they were busy taking pictures, doing videos. There was no iota of. I said, I was watching the guy on what's the name, BBC. They said, where are the, in short, that's the question people were calling in. Where is ambulance? Where is police? And in my head I was like, Nigeria, people in Washa. Police long. Accident scene, of course, for UK, police go don't turn up for the place. They go don't carry to police tape, especially with that kind of accident. They would have carried police tape to tape the place around. Ambulance, all of them will be there. Even the people that were rescuing the victims. Let's talk about how they removed them. The governor, there was nowhere to be found. Minister, nowhere to be found. Federal road safety, of course, those ones are even underfunded. Let's even start from there. And by the way, why is it that an heavy duty vehicle was parked on the road? How? There is shoulder parking here. As a matter of fact, if you are driving a heavy duty vehicle, if you are driving it, you can't drive it for so long. You have to stop for a break. That's what the law says. You are mandated to stop for a break. And I said that one was not even enough. Even the driver will drive the car. Are we sure the driver, is the driver system clean? Because from the video I saw, I don't know if that was the only place they went to anyway, but they were at Peter. Go on Instagram of Peter, the Mr. P. They had originally there. FRC have ambulance. Diaspora diva, where you dey since all these years? Where is FRC ambulance long way pẹ̀lú FRC? you dey overrate FRC. You are overrating them if you are looking for ambulance with them. And asoshi dayo. Even when the Anthony Joshua, even when they brought him out of the car, now so the guy they look, you could see that he was traumatized. Who knows what would have been going on his head? Where are my friends? Where are they? What happened to my friend? They can't carry the body. They light them. Tete one leg so you titi. Láìṣe wúrẹ́ láìṣe ẹranko. I saw that one. Why Millie? I saw what they were wearing. I was like, what kind of nonsense is this? Where is the minister? Where is the minister in charge? Where is the ministry in charge of all of this? What are they doing with their budget? Every year we'll be hearing trillions and billions and billions. kí ló ń fi budget yẹn ṣe? Wetin dey do with the money? What are they doing with those money that they always budget every year? We budget kini kan 100 trillion. We budget kini kan trillion. 1 million trillion, 1 trillion trillion. That's all we hear every year. FRC has ambulance at the interchange. Where was the ambulance yesterday? Where were they missing? In a sane society, we are not saying that the Western country is not a perfect country. But when accident happens, they swing into action. I remember when I had an accident, like I said, it was someone that hit my car, and my car was written off. It was during the winter. That was about 3-4 years ago. Apart from say we dey phone insurance, say we dey phone each other insurance, police came to the scene. Ambulance came to the scene. Ambulance pulled in. They didn't even let me drive. Let's even start from there. They didn't let me drive. Ambulance turned up at the scene, checking. Are you okay? And I was like, I'm fine, I'm fine. They were like, no, you look tensed. Of course, I've never had an accident before. So you look tensed. They were checking my blood pressure. They didn't let me go home. They said my blood pressure was too high. They didn't let me go. They checked my blood pressure, my heart rate, and they were doing the same even for the guy that hit, for the person that also hit my car. They did breath test for all of us. We had to do breath test. Madu Njoku, where are you? Where you dey since? You say why wait for ambulance? Hope he and the others are okay. Which him? Where you dey? You know they read news. I think from what I understand, it seems like I think it's himself alone that survived. From what I understand, let's read it. If I'm right, I think it's only him that survived. From what I understand. From what I understand, I think he was the only one that survived. We're just at the info shishayo. And for shishayo. And we are there celebrating nonsense and ready. Anthony Joshua's latest boxers team members named as two kpai in Nigeria car crash which injured heavyweight. Sherry, two close friends and members of boxer Anthony Joshua's team has been confirmed kpai following a fatal car accident in Nigeria. Shino Gamio and Latiz Ayodele are believed to have been traveling in the same Lexus Jeep as Mr. Joshua when he collided with a stationary truck by the side of the busy highway, the Lagos-Ibadan Express, at 11 a.m. local time on Monday. Now even broad daylight, not even saying at night time. Broad daylight. Ojú òtí ní Nigeria, ojú òtí Nigeria, shame on Nigerian government. Mr. Ayodele, otherwise known as Latiz, was seen playing table tennis with Mr. Joshua hours before the collision, because I remember watching it at Peter P. Square. Known as LT Mindset on social media, he has been by Joshua's side over the last decade of his career. Mr. Gami is a physio in the boxers team and a friend to Mr. Joshua, who is reportedly in a stable condition and has spoken to his family, but was rushed to the hospital after he suffered minor injury in the crash. The boxers, a former two-time world heavyweight champion who is also a Nigerian heritage, was holidaying in Africa for 10 days. For 10 days after his high-profile fight with Jake Paul. Following all the latest update, news and reaction. Follow all the latest update and news and reaction. Anthony Joshua is recovering in hospital in Nigeria after being involved in a car crash that killed two of his close friends and member of his team. Come and hear the radio from Ogun State government. The Ogun State governor Dapo Abiodun confirmed the family of Shina Ogbemi and Lateef Ayodele. All of them are Nigerian heritage. They are Nigerian heritage, but British citizens. The Ogun State governor Dapo Abiodun confirmed the families of Shina Ogbemi and Lateef Ayodele were killed in the accident, have been notified, so they've notified the family. Joshua has been visited by the deputy head of British High Commission, ebi na their people. Wọ́n ní lọ visiting kan wọ́n gbà tí Nigerian government useless. While the country's president Bola Ahmed Tinubu spoke separately with Joshua and his mother. You see, if na ordinary Nigeria, you no go speak. Joshua remained in a stable condition, and statement from Mr. Abiodun said, "We are comfortable. We are comfortable with the doctor and quality of care at the hospital, and we appreciate the medical team for their professionalism." Lateef Ayodele, a team member and a friend of Anthony Joshua, had been confirmed as one of the two people killed in the fatal car crash in Lagos, Nigeria, on Monday. Known as LT Mind Centers on social media, Lateef has been by Joshua's side since over the last decade of his career. He was seen with AJ playing table tennis in a video shared in Instagram story just 4 hours before the news broke. Shina, a team member, physio, and a friend of Joshua, had been confirmed as one of the two who died in the fatal crash in Lagos. Known as Shina, evolved on social media. Shina had played a pivotal role in Joshua's most recent training camp and fight against Jake Paul. He was seen working on Joshua in the last month, providing deep tissue massage and aiding the two-time former world heavyweight champion with deep stretching. Shina posted on Instagram story less than 5 hours before the news broke, which has left Joshua badly shaken. Shengbo is badly shaken with minor injury. Why wouldn't he be? Listen to it. The site of fatal crash involving Anthony Joshua. They showed picture. Anthony Joshua was sat behind the driver, according to eyewitness, and was one of the four traveling in the Lexus SUV when it crashed into a stationary truck on Lagos-Ibadan Express. We now know two of the four were killed, and they have been named as Shina and Lateef, both 36-year-old in their prime. Joshua's security team were following in a separate car, a Pajero SUV. The crash happened on Lagos-Ibadan Express at 11 a.m. Broad daylight, no shele, no be night time, broad daylight. The road linked the Ogun State to Lagos State at a 50-mile-per-hour speed limit is in place according to local media. The question again is, were they really speeding? Were they obeying the speed limit? Did the driver obey speed limit? We don't know. What caused it? A spokesman from the Federal Road Safety, Kemagbawon Ashinu, the spokesman for the Federal Road Safety Corps, said preliminary investigation indicated the vehicle was traveling beyond the legal prescribed speed limit and lost control during an overtaking maneuver before it crashed into a stationary truck by the side of the road. The Ogun State Police Commissioner Lanre Ogunlowo told ESPN that the accident happened as a result of burst tire. Equally, they were overtaking. Another one said a burst tire. On the Lanre Ogunlowo told ESPN that the accident happened as a result of burst tire on the vehicle, which caused the driver to lose control and the vehicle to swerve into the stationary truck parked along the road. Should a truck be parked along the road? Now question. Should that truck be parked along the road? Shouldn't the truck have been parked safely? In the UK here, we have speed camera. Nobody say people don't exceed their speed. We get speed camera for a reason. And this brings us back to us diaspora. When we go Nigeria, now so we go they do lele, we go they drive lele. Some people even drink and drive. Now so they go they drive. Some people will drink. What yo bam wa moto. What say enough we try for Western country where did they stay? A statement from Joshua's promoter, Matchroom Boxing, confirms the two men who died in the crash as Kevin Ayodele, known as Latis, and Shino Gami. Both men were 36 and were longtime friend and associate of Joshua. This one a trauma for life. With profound sadness, it has been confirmed that the two close friends, Matching Room and 258BXG, can confirm that Joshua sustained injury in the accident and was taken to hospital for checks and treatment. He is in a stable condition and will remain there for observation. Of course, that trauma no go ever. That guy will never forgive himself. Nigeria don't put permanent scar for that guy body. Hey. Doctors have conducted several clinical assignments and has confirmed that both patients are stable. Anthony, Joshua, and another passenger were immediately evacuated to a specialized facility in Lagos. That's not true. They were not. It was not an emergency. They took their time to do it. We saw videos. Doctors have conducted several clinical assessments and have confirmed that both patients are stable and do not require any emergency intervention at this time. A comprehensive medical team has since been convened and will continue to monitor them closely. Anthony has since been relating well with his family. British High Commission mo jẹ́rìí wọn ti lọ bá nǹkan wọn. I think the driver survived from what it is. The driver seems to have survived. The driver seems to have survived from what we can see. You can see road safety he said they were speeding. They exceeded the speed limit. Another one said a bus tire. Of course, let's be honest. Plus speed limit, plus not if you are above a speed, if you are going way above your speed limit and you have a bus tire, it's very difficult to maneuver it. Which road is good? Where is the road for good? Why Millie? This is what we are saying. You know, people will be defending what they shouldn't defend. The road is good. We should hear road good. Even the government gone, even the so-called government, the minister where they say that they do budget, they know they work out for those roads. They are very, very careful. Maybe we saw the case of Tinubu that was supposed to go and see the people at Benue State. Remember that time? When say he cannot go there because the road is bad. When president they say the road is bad. Let's call our government to order. Even what's their name? What is the name of these people? Our road safety. Drivers need to go and learn. What is even the criteria for driving in Nigeria? Do they go for driving tests? I remember when I used to live in Nigeria. I remember that time when they come back from school, they go use okwenro instead of what they call seat belts. Now okwenro they go use. You will see people driving, they have their children. Oh my God, oh my Wamoto. They born you well to do that kind of thing for UK. In all of this, the Nigerian government takes a deep rap on this. The Nigerian government, shame on our Nigerian government. And they need to be held accountable. I'm very sure FRC, like every other department, they are underfunded. Shengbo, they are underfunded. Where is the ambulance? Could it be that those guys could have survived? We don't know. What level of speed was that driver on? The other guy, he had tear. It's such a gooey picture to such a gooey, and I don't know how people can film something like that. The guy had tear, he burst. And people were there filming. They were more interested in filming. Even the way they were bringing Joshua out of the car. You need to go and see the car. Go online and go and watch the video. Go and watch the video of that car. Moto yen run ni. Even the Anthony Joshua, the guy was so confused when they were bringing him out. This is where your celebrities are. When your celebrities are meant to open their mouth and speak up, they don't go speak up. All of them are the same group WhatsApp group chat they did with your government. They wine and dine, and then they use it. They do wash and dry of money. Where be this person? This one wey say make I. Kalu, you say make I should rest. Accident happens everywhere in the world. Focus on our emergency response system. Sherry, you are part of the problem. There's no point responding. There are some people you don't respond to. That's what I say. I was looking at it. I was like, what kind of wahala is this? You just carry the guy, come and sit. Even the way they were dragging him out of the car, I was like, you don't even know whether the guy get internal bleeding. They got the drag and they come off for inside the car. The way they were dragging the guy, I was like, Kote, who are the medics there? The government is they have checked on him. He has been rushed to the hospital. Is that what we are saying? There was no visibility of medics there. Paramedics were nowhere to be found. Even when they brought the Anthony Joshua out, you would think they would put him on a stretcher. Now lie. Everything at DIY did they do. A lot of things are avoidable. But for where we don't focus on that. We have never focused on what we should be focusing on. Instead, we'll keep speaking grammar. Even when they were taking the Anthony Joshua to the hospital, he wasn't taken in a proper car. You don't. For all you care, that guy could have sustained internal injury. Because carry on, come and see even the way people gather him. I never, in short, I was looking, I was like, Abi, I almost enter inside my phone when I was watching it. There's no training at all. There's no iota of training. There's no paramedic training at all, at all. Throughout, as I was watching the video I watched, I think it was about 26 minutes. There was no way that paramedic showed up. Everybody there. I am even sure among the people that were there, they don't, none of them even have training of CPR. Nigeria not happen to anybody. Nigeria happened to Anthony Joshua, and it happened in a very costly way. Though his friends, he will never forgive himself. Imagine going to go and face the family of those friends. Imagine him. They came as 3. Imagine him having to go back home. They just came for 10 days. Let them come and relax themselves for 10 days. That date, the date they chose to travel, yesterday, which is 29th, it will be a day in his life. He will never forget that day for life. And he will forever blame himself. I can tell you that for free. That guy will be blaming himself at every grieving opportunity. He will be blaming himself. What if I'd left? Maybe those his friend. Could it be that maybe even those his friend, they were like, I don't want to come, and he was convincing them, no, Nigeria is good, this, I did this, I did that. Active sports, diaspora diva, you dey go back. Active sports, loan. That guy, they don't put permanent trauma for him body. Because those guys, they were not just friends. They were part and parcel of his life, and they were very what's it called? They were instrumental to his career path. Imagine. Apart from suing Nigeria, the guy will always blame himself. Forget about even the suing. Because for all you care, we are only knowing the end product. His friends came with him. Could it be that maybe they had somewhere else to go to, and he convinced his friend, don't worry, let's all go to Nigeria. Nigeria is good. Nigeria is good, man. Nigeria is this. And Anthony Joshua is so into Nigeria. Go and watch. I follow him on Instagram. He's so into Nigeria. Yeah, the other guy, Sunny is his personal physiotherapist. What a shame. Now dirty December for Anthony Joshua. A dirty December that we never forget. Why Millie? It's not as simple as that. I mean, these are lifelong friends. It's not a memory that will wipe out of him like that. Knowing that they were all in the same car. I was watching the video of I think there were like 3 sisters from the Sosoliso airline. These 3 sisters, I think 2 of their sisters were coppers, and they passed away in that Sosoliso, that popular, I think the Sosoliso airline was 20 years. It's 20 years this year that incident happened. And those 3 sisters, they were all young back then. They were actually granting interviews, and they were saying it. The 3 sisters, the 3 surviving sisters, well, they were not in the flight, but they said they are a family. I think they're a family of 8 or so, and they said their father, from when that incident, they lost 2 of their sisters. They said their father never entered flights because of that incident, because of that crash. Their father never entered flight. The other girl, she said her mom, I think she said whether she lives in Port Harcourt or something, that when they get their mom to enter flight, that their mom, that flight is there. One of the other sisters too said, she said, you know what? I have never, that in short, Wherever car cannot take me, I don't go. That's how much trauma can be. Yeah, that's true. Safeguarding my pearl. Those ladies were giving they were talking about it. The other girl, I think the only survivor, is it Kelechi, if I remember. I was watching her do a documentary. Seeing him get out that car, let's know that God is real. So the ones that did not get out, God is not real on them. I say, you guys, Sherry, honestly, the way you guys reason, hey, wala wow. These people will get all the omo ye Christians see una dey on a different level. Adiola, you said it's sad, but please don't blow it out of proportion. This can happen to anyone in any part of the world. The road is good and no pothole. Let's remember similar thing happened in Diego Jota. So because it can happen to anyone, in the country that you are referring to, do they not have ambulance? Do they not have emergency response system? You see, this is where the problem is. This is where the problem is, where we don't focus on what we should be focusing on. What about us concentrating on where we should be asking the government? Where is the road safety response? Why was there no paramedics available? What does it cost for ambulance to turn up? This mindset, you see this mindset where we get. I said yesterday when they were doing this, I saw it when people were writing, God save Anthony Joshua is because he has a cross. He always wears a cross. Everything, if we know they do tribalism, we go turn am to religion. If we not turn am to religion, we go turn am to gender call. We always have an excuse for everything. Let us call things out when it is wrong. We no go do. We will not call things out the way they are meant to be. I would love people to call in, please. If you understand the road safety system in Nigeria, please come and educate us. No be small thing, no. People just they give excuse for what they not supposed to give excuse for. We need to start calling our government to order. Our governors, what are their roles? Lagos Ibadan Express Road, there is Lagos State, there's Ogun State there. It's not about going to go and visit the family of Anthony Joshua or going to go and call the family of the other guys. What about holding our government to accountability? We want a better Nigeria. We need to start. Look at even those of us with the diaspora. I was seeing some comments from people that live in diaspora. Come and see the way they were justifying it. What is the big deal? After all, this also happens. There is no big deal to it. This happens abroad. And you're like, who are these people? We must always put, there must always be a but to it. Speed limit, no day. They say there's speed limit. Is that speed limit being observed? Is there camera to make sure that when over here in the UK where I live, if you pass your speed limit, they don't go follow you argue. Now smile to the camera case. You go stay inside your house. Now you go see later. We normalize bad behavior. Hold on. Oh. Hello?
Hello, ma.
Hold on.
Okay.
Just give me 1 minute, please.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Good morning, ma. Is that mom or five?
Oh, sis, how are you? Yeah, go ahead.
Five, ma. You know what, ma?
Lafia, compliment of the season. Yeah.
Compliment of the season, ma. So I've been watching the show since it started, and just like you rightly said, I have refused watching any of the UK news because I know they will so roast Nigeria.
One roast
But then I've
Hey.
refused. I've refused because the way if I just refuse watching. Now let's go to the matter here. I will start from my experience of being in Nigeria in October. Nigerian drivers don't know how to drive. Let's start from there first. Normally, when you drive on a road, they should mark the roads, right? They will mark the road, middle lane, fast lane. They don't know how to drive because tell me why you want to be in the middle lane and you are also in the fast lane at the same time. They are hogging 2 lanes. At some point, when my sister, if I can't drive, at some point I was saying to my sister, like, what kind of driving is this? Why are they all hogging lanes? If you want to stay in the middle lane, stay in the middle lane. If you want to be in the fast lane, be in the fast lane and maintain that lane. I was in Magodo CMD, even though some of those roads were marked as well. You can still see cars going in between middle and fast lane, hogging 2 lanes at the same time. So tell me how whoever is in the fast lane wants to overtake, or whoever is in the middle lane wants to overtake to go into the middle lane, because the person who is hogging 2 lanes is making it difficult for that person. They don't know how to drive. Nigerian drivers lack traffic rules. They don't know road traffic rules. All they know is just enter motor, drive. They don't. Now, to the accident that happened in Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Lagos-Ibadan Express is one of the most dangerous express I've ever been on. And there's no time that I travel that road that I don't pray that God should spare me and come and bring me back. So they said, I've seen lots of narratives. Oh, the road was good. It was good weather, blah, 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 blah. They must be traveling in a convoy. Fine, agreed. But then, road was good. Maybe there's a fault from the driver or not. That truck that was on the roadside, at first, before I even saw videos of the area where the accident happened, I was like, oh, was there no hard drive? Well, I mean, was there no off-shoulder?
Hard shoulder, yeah.
All, there's a truck. So I saw later on that there was an off-shoulder. But then, here in diaspora, we know there's a limit to how long you can park your car on the off-shoulder.
Yeah.
So that truck, how long has that truck been sitting there? How long has it been sitting there? There was a time I had an issue with my car. I was only on the off-shoulder for 20 minutes. And even then, I remember when I was learning to drive, my instructor told me, if you're going to ever use the off-shoulder, you should never sit inside your car while you are parked there.
Yeah, that's right.
You park on the off-shoulder, you come out of the vehicle. And then, whatever reason you're stopping, maximum that my instructor told me, I don't know if that's the major rule though, maximum you can be on the off-shoulder for is half an hour. If your car needs towed, you must have gotten help, there's an SOS, whatever. So now, should that truck have been there in the first place? How long has it been sitting there? How long has it been sitting there? And now, there's also this issue of, it was an accident. People were there helping him. They said they were paramedics. Paramedics who brought out an accident victim and made him walk.
Exactly. My sister.
Into another certain vehicle.
My sister, you saw that, Abi? You saw that, Abi?
Exactly. They made it walk. Why make him walk? On a normal day, you are rescuing an accident victim. You put them on a stretcher. You lie them in a recovery mode because you don't know what level of injury they've suffered. You don't know maybe a jetico's lopolo. You don't
I'm
know
telling
maybe
you.
A fracture.
And did you notice that Anthony Joshua was kind of startled? Even when he came out of the car, did you notice that he was startled?
I'm sure he was still trying to make a head of what has just happened. They made him walk. And they said there are paramedics there. Paramedics like emergency services. Are your emergency services trained enough? Are they trained to that extent that somebody happened to have survived an accident? You made him walk? What happened to getting emergency? Where is the ambulance? That's what we are saying. Where is the ambulance? At least they rescued him, put him in a recovery mode. At least keep an eye on him. If there's a reason why they need to move him, maybe there's an emergency or there's an accident upcoming or there's a danger somewhere why they will have to move him. But from what we've seen, there was no reason for them to have made him walk because, yes, the proper paramedic or whoever, they were not there. So I saw Baba Tinubu writing message. I saw Babike Dabiri writing writing message. All those stupid,
That
they
mom
know
of
the right
five,
things to do.
that mom of five, did you
Yes,
notice
ma'am.
when they were bringing Anthony Joshua out of the car? Did you notice how they were pulling him?
Exactly, they were, which shouldn't be.
Hey.
That's why we need emergency services.
Oh
They should have been
no.
able to cut whatever it is that is stopping them from coming out, cut those things out, and they will gently. They should have, manage him like an egg.
Oh
Because, like I
no.
said, you don't know what level of injury, either internal or external, that he has suffered.
If you see the way they were pulling, I was like, but boy, this guy, there's an obstruction, okay, and they gathered it, they were just pulling and pulling the guy.
I was going to get there as well. The ones that were going to rescue, they were trying their best, and the ones that were carrying, like Nigerians, we need to do better. In cases of emergency, that's not the time for you to bring out your mobile phones.
Sorry, that mom was
That's not the time
five.
for you to bring out your mobile phones.
Sorry, that mom of five. Sorry, Shitu
Yes,
is
ma'am.
saying that they said according to social media, that truck has been parked there for 3 days.
It shouldn't have been there. It shouldn't have been there. Like I said, in the aspect when I was training, my instructor told me you are only meant to be on the hard shoulder for half an hour. I don't know, maybe that's the general rule for traffic road instructions.
Do you know
3 days?
that mom of five?
24 hours should be maximum.
That mom of five, you know when you are going to Aberdeen, right? There is a hard shoulder just after Moray. After Angos, there's an hard shoulder there. I remember I was actually traveling. I was traveling down, it was a work-related travel. So I was traveling. So I had to stop because they always leave that place kind of open for emergency workers. Okay?
Yes.
So I had to then park. It's very close to the petrol station before you navigate to Aberdeen. It's like 20 minutes away from Aberdeen. I remember parking there. And do you know, I didn't even realize. I just parked because I was tired. So I'd parked there. And guess what? I got a phone call, SOS phone call, that I have stayed there longer than 30 minutes. I had to move my car.
Exactly.
I was shocked because I just thought, let me rest for like an hour. I got an SOS call straight away that I had to move.
Exactly. That's what we are saying. We don't have people that monitor our roads. Now people are saying that the driver was shaking, they were attempted to find him. The driver was speeding. Maybe there's an aspect of speeding. But what happens aftermath?
Exactly.
If that truck was not there, could those two guys have survived? And men, looking at their images, they are fine men.
I mean, look at the one that they had. Tori scatter. And they were taking pictures, they were doing videos.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That even if paramedics were there are some things that could just have been done for the one whose head was already gone.
Yeah.
But there was dignity. Cover him up.
They laid him on the main road. They laid the two bodies on the main road there, lifeless.
That's what people are saying here. That even if paramedics were there, yes, they might not have been able to save those two, but there's dignity even in a dead body on the road. Protect them, preserve them. And then they're like, people are saying this, that, the road was good. There was nothing wrong with the ambulance. They were speeding. Come, who they drive Lagos Ibadan, especially when they speed? I was still saying my sister-in-law was driving me from Lagos to Ibadan. I was terrified. But because I could not bring myself to drive the car, I can't say, Uncle, my dear. But you could tell from my expression that I was trying to tell him that, man, you're overspeeding. People speed on that road. And I think something has to be done about the roads as well. People don't stick to their lanes. They go into between the race car as if they are doing a race car to whatever. Learn to maintain your lane. If you want to be on the fast lane and maintain it, maintain it. If you want to be on the middle lane, be in the middle lane and maintain it. But you see people, someone who wants to go, you are not entering into the middle lane, you are not entering into the fast lane, you are hogging both lanes at the same time. So me that in the middle lane that want to go into fast lane now, I won't be able to go because you are in both lanes at the same time. So I want to believe that that's part of the things that happened on that road.
Afisuru.
It's just so crazy. It's so crazy. This is just Anthony Joshua, and you see everybody. How many other lives have traveled that road that we did not hear their story?
And from what I understand, they said that's a common thing. Accidents is a common thing on that road.
My in-laws are in Ibadan. Are you telling me? My in-laws are in Ibadan. And while I was in Nigeria, I have traveled that Lagos-Ibadan experience several times. I was telling you when I started this call that every time I travel on that road, I always start my journey like, God, let me survive this Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. That's why I said that Lagos Ibadan Express is one of the most dangerous roads I've ever traveled in Nigeria.
Yeah. Thanks so much, sis.
Thank you, ma. Thank you so much for all you do, ma. I just had to chip that in. Yes, Nigeria happened to him, and it was failed by our government.
Yeah.
Those 2 nights, there was no need for them to have gone like that.
I know. Thanks so much.
There was no need. Thank you so much, ma.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, ma.
Hello? Hello? Please, you need to turn down what you're using to listen, please. Hello?
Thanks so much, sis.
Hello?
Hello?
Please, turn down because I feel listen so we can hear you.
Hold on.
The person calling, I will call you once we are done with this call. Yeah. Okay, she's dropped. Who is the person calling now? Hello?
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Oluwatio.
Yes, good morning.
First and foremost, I want to appreciate you for keeping Nigeria at the forefront of your heart. That you've left the country has not really made you abandon that country. So I really want to appreciate you, and I thank you for calling out all the insanities in that country, because I see that the religion has really twisted many people's head. So for example, they're saying, oh, because the guy he put a cross on his neck was what saved him. So that you can see the parity between religion and the insanity of a country. So because the politicians work with the pastors, and they ensure that the pastors rig the minds of their followers in such a way that the politicians will not be held accountable. And I even listened to someone saying that, accidents happen everywhere. So if accident happens everywhere, so is there not a room for improvement? Is there not a room for us to sit back and examine, assess what actually happened?
Exactly.
So, and I really want to thank you so much for your maturity and for keeping your cool. Because I know other people, that other people that anchor, that have the love of the country at heart, that anchor programs like you do. They will always cost them. Thank you for keeping your cool.
No,
because those comments can drive one insane. So I really want to appreciate you. I want to thank you for what you're doing, for rescuing us. Even though we cannot rescue many, at least the people are being liberated one after the other. So if one person is liberated today, so it's a wonderful work that we've done. So we know that the next generation will not fall victim of religion, and will not fall victim of evil politicians. Thank you so much, and I wish you a wonderful new year.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thanks so much for your contribution. Right.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye, ma.
Sorry, let me.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, good morning. Good morning, Auntie.
Good morning.
I'm much younger, so
Hold
I just
on,
want
please.
to say good morning to you.
Good morning, please.
Thank you so much.
Please, just give me 1 minute, please.
So, Auntie.
Just give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Everyone calling, I will call everybody back one after the other, please. All right. Yeah, go ahead. Thank you.
Okay. Good morning to all of the Nigerians listening to this. Unfortunately, it took a celebrity to bring this issue to light. I moved back to Lagos 3 years ago, and what I have seen, it makes me cry, because what they show on social media about Nigeria is not what is happening in Nigeria.
What do you mean?
So when we talk about Lagos, Dirty December, everyone's saying, oh, Dirty December, Lagos is where you come to have a good time. But there's so many people dying.
Wow.
The death rates in Nigeria, they don't even give it to the media. They don't give it to the press. The Nigerian press is no longer there. You know, the press standards of our grandfathers and our fathers who were distinguished journalists in Nigeria.
Just give me 1 minute, please. Give me 1 minute, please. Tolu Benson, I will definitely return. I will call everybody back, please. Once the caller is done, I'll call you back, definitely. Thank you. All right, go ahead, please.
Yeah, it's not there. So the information that we need, the information that the average Nigerian citizen needs to understand, it's not there. What information that they're getting is information about celebrities, who's buying what car, who's bought a new house, you know, who's getting married. But the critical information, such as health issues, first aid, how do you drive on a motorway, what are the the signs that you need to look out for, it is not there. And this story that you're sharing, I wanted to just share some points that could help Nigerians who are living in Nigeria. There are several areas where we need business people. We don't need no more restaurants. We don't need no more clubs. We need people who can open, for example, eye test clinics so that the average Nigerian driver can go and do their eye test. Nigerian drivers do not do eye tests. We need first aid practitioners. So if you're thinking of opening a business in Nigeria, we need people to come and train Nigerians in basic first aid. And not just in English, we need it in Yoruba. We need trainers in Hausa, in Igbo language. There's so many businesses that we need from this situation itself. We need companies to start opening what you called road mechanics. So someone that can quickly be called. And we need people to open these businesses. We also need Nigerian citizens to go to your local government meetings. Every month, Auntie, I go to my local government meeting and they'll say, Oyibo has come. I have to go. Because the money is given to the local government, and the local government are the ones that are not spending the money. So you will hear President Tinubu say, I have given 120 million naira. Auntie, he actually has. On paper, he has transferred the money.
But there's no accountability.
Yes, so that's the new policy that we need to fight for next year. We need to fight that. There needs to be a government policy that says that this money must be tracked. So that's the other legal entity that we need to fight for. But until we fight for that, Nigerians need to be involved. We need to be involved. If you live in a street and you see a truck parked by your street, there is a process that you must do. You have to contact the police, contact your police station, and contact your...
Oh, you're muted.
Outside.
Okay. Hello? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hello?
you muted yourself. Okay, yeah,
yes.
We can hear you now.
Sorry, I was saying that there's a dual process, okay? So if you're living in Nigeria or you go to Nigeria and you see anything like a tanker on the road, you must contact the police. Email them, telephone them, let them know, I've seen this tanker, this is the time I saw it. You must also contact road safety, email them, contact them. But the problem in Nigeria is nobody says or do anything. So if Nigerians drive and they see a tanker, you know what they say? God, you come and move this tanker from here. So that nobody's actually taking action. Everybody thinks that somebody else is going to do it.
And you know another thing that I also notice is we want a better Nigeria verbally, but in reality,
Jesus Christ,
we want a better Nigeria, but in reality, we are not willing to do it. And when we even create businesses, it's all about profit making. It's not necessarily about service delivery.
Yes,
because I remember I have a friend who was looking to improve security system in Nigeria. And that my friend was coming from London. And you know, initially,
Yes.
he had a good heart to go and set it up. But then he got to Nigeria. Do you
Yes.
know what he was told? A prominent
What?
Nigerian told him, he said, you see this thing that you want to do, the way you are doing it, you are too oyiboish. They don't do this kind of thing in
Uh-huh.
Nigeria. You have to do it
Uh-huh.
from how much will I get?
Yeah.
And that guy,
Yeah.
till today, he never went back to Nigeria again because they frustrated every effort that he would have done it in a proper way.
And I think this is the problem because they're making Nigeria into a capitalist country. Nigeria is a socialist country, but they're pushing it to be like the West. And just like you said, Auntie, they're telling you that the only way to have a business is for it to be profitable. But you can run a business that doesn't have profits.
Exactly.
You can be very successful. I have 3 businesses in Nigeria. Do you know why? Because they're not profitable. My businesses are not, look at me, Jaya, I'm making 20 billion. That's not I have to keep my job in the UK because my businesses in Nigeria are not, Jaya businesses. And I'm just sharing that information to teach Nigerians that if we don't do, we cannot pray. Jesus is not going to save Nigeria.
Well, try telling an average Nigerian that Jesus will not
Jesus is
save
not,
them.
and so if we can do this, all I ask, Auntie, is the simple things. We don't even need to do anything. You don't need to open charity, or I'm coming to Nigeria to open charity. We don't need that. Simple things. If you see something, do something. Contact the different bodies. But Nigerians don't do that. They just see something. The wire is on the pole. I've been seeing it there for 2 years since I bought my baby. That wire, they hang. But why didn't you say anything?
I'll show you Nigeria that we are shouting up NEPA. NEPA will bring light. We'll be so excited. We are
But
using
Auntie,
generator.
this is the thing.
We are using generator in Nigeria. Look at,
Yes.
why can't we produce electricity? We are celebrating. Nigeria.
Well, I'll tell you, before I go, I'll just share something quickly. On the street that I live in, on my street, there's a lot of older people. I'm the only young girl on the street, right? But it's like old Lagos. And when I moved there, there was no light. Do you know that, Auntie, I was at NEPA's office every day for 6 months. To the point where the head of NEPA, he saw my face, said, "You young lady, you've been here." I'm like, "Yes, I want light." Now, it took me a whole year to do this, but I got money from all of my neighbors, and we've all bought a solar system. I had to beg, cry, knock on their doors for all of them to say, "Everybody give me 200K. So everybody, there was like 20 houses on our street in Lagos. They all gave me the money. And I'm just sharing this to say it takes action.
Exactly.
No, but you can't do it on your own. You don't have to be savior. Until we can work together. Now, everybody on our street, we have lights through the solar system. We have lights every day, 9 till 2 o'clock. That's not the government. That was me and us coming together as a community. I registered a bank account. We now have our own bank account for our street. We have a widow's fund for our street alone. The government didn't do that. We did that as a people. So until Nigerians, we don't see each other as enemies. Your neighbor is not your enemy. They're not going to keep, we must come together. That's all I want to say.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Auntie. Speak to you soon. Have a great day.
And
Bye,
you
Auntie.
too. Bye. Is that Tolube? Hello. Sorry.
Hello?
I was trying to call somebody. Sorry. Hello. How are you?
That's fine. Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You are still online?
Yes, I am.
Listening to your... is it okay I contribute?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, I've been following the useful advices and discussions other people have been giving on this case of this accident. and I've noted several issues which really needs to be corrected. Yes, we know the funds are there. The structures, you will even discover that the structures are even there, but they are not active. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
So the point is, how do we channel all these issues and challenges we have seen in the structure? How do we channel it to the right authorities to take action? You understand what I'm trying to say? So ambulances wasn't there. This wasn't there. It's lack of information. The people are not even well informed. No retraining of drivers. How do we channel this to the right authorities in respect of drivers' licenses? What are the retraining culture and all that? Not respecting traffic rules. All these are just, the structures are there. It's just how we manage it. How do we get the people involved? You understand what I'm trying to say? So there's a lot to be done.
Yeah.
There's a lot. And my brother, what you are doing is very, very, very important. I really appreciate your efforts.
Thank you.
But now, all this information gathering, how do you channel it to the right authority?
Well, one thing I can tell you for free, social media is quite powerful.
Okay.
Because the system is not keeping quiet.
Okay.
But at the same time, we all have a role to play.
Exactly.
The role we all have to play is educating our own people back at home.
Exactly.
Because we all have network with our people back at home. So it's us educating our people. Instead of us saying, Jesus saved this person, Allah saved this person, let us start. Oh, okay. Because all of us too, we are responsible.
Exactly.
When we all go back to Nigeria, do we actually question things, or we're just happy doing baby boy and baby girl life?
Yes. Because I'm a digital expert and consultant, and I lived in Luxembourg. You understand? So when I follow all this, in Europe, there's a system, there's a GPS guide system. Even like when you are driving, we say you put on your GPS navigator.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Now there's a modified version of that, which is called Vogue. When you are driving, the Vogue helps, bring up a pop message. There's an accident ahead of you, 20 meters. When you get there, indicate if it's still there or not. That is getting the citizens involved.
Yeah, but you see, my brother, before you get the citizen involved, your local government chairman, I don't know if you listened to the previous caller, you see your local government chairman, our councillors, they are not invisible people. Okay? All these people are not invisible. The country where you live, in Luxembourg, where you live, you have access to your politicians. Your politicians are not invisible to you. Right? Now, because they are not invisible to you, it means they know that for them to get back into power, they need to do what they've said they will do.
Yes.
But in Nigeria, my local government chairman, somebody is wanting to contest. I will come. Now my brother, now my sister. Oh yeah, make una help me put. We are putting square pegs in round hole. And then everybody, look at it now. We're talking about this Anthony Joshua's case. We have some people saying, sorry, you need to turn down what you're using to listen to me. I can hear myself back. We have people saying, hey, now this thing, you see, God saved him. He had a cross in his chest. How did that solve the problem? How did that bring ambulance? How did that resolve the fact that there was no ambulance? How did that I don't know if you've seen the video of the accident.
Yes, I saw it. And at the same time, it's a pity. And we thank God. All these things happen on a daily basis. It's just that it happened to Anthony Joshua.
Okay, hold on. It happens on a daily basis, but does that make it right?
No, it doesn't make it right. What I'm trying to say is the government knows what they are supposed to do.
But who are the government? The government is me and you. Right? Because all of us, we are all connected back to the grassroots.
Exactly.
Who is your local government chairman? Who is your councillor? This person that is going to do House of Rep, your governors are not invisible. Your commissioners are not invisible. You understand? You asked the question, you said, how do we correct all of these things? Those of us in the diaspora, these guys come abroad. We give them a platform for them to turn up, for them to come and talk. But interestingly, when these guys come abroad, all of us want to be taking picture with them. We want to share our business cards. We want them to have our numbers. We want to go and run contract in Nigeria. We want them to know us. So all of, even in the diaspora, we are selfish as well, because it's all about connection. We're not looking at, okay, these guys, they have come here. It's actually a disgrace that Nigerian officials are coming to the Western country for treatment when there is bloated budget on infrastructure in Nigeria.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now you're talking about all these GPS and what. They have Google Map in Nigeria. Why is Google Map not working? The Ministry of Works and Housing, what are they doing? The minister comes here, they carry themselves and come here. We will give them, we give them soft landing.
Yeah, exactly.
They turn up here, we are busy giving them card. We are busy giving them network, phone numbers.
Exactly.
And then we are there. Let's exchange number. Governor, remember me. Kiniko, all of us, everybody wants to have connection. We are too selfish to pay attention. All right.
If you listen to my first statement, I told you, I said the structures are there, but the structures are not active. Why?
Because all of us are not asking the right questions. That is the why. So now we need to change the way we do things. Those of us in the diaspora, we have a loud voice.
Reorientation. I mean, before these people come into office, we need them. There must be a kind of accountability plan.
Yeah.
Are you getting what is your plan for the people? What is your plan? They don't do that. They just vote buying, put him in office, and that is all. And that is the impact we are having today.
All right, my brother.
You will find that the structures are there, but the structures are not active. Why? Because of different kind of distractions and interests.
All right, my brother. Thanks so much.
Yes, I really appreciate it. And I would like to be connecting back with you.
There's no problem.
Because,
you've got my WhatsApp number.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Please let me call. Okay. Why is it not connecting? Tolu Benson, I'm trying to call you. All the call don't jam around. Hello, good morning.
Hello. Yeah, good morning, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm a lady.
Oh, sorry, ma.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm fine.
Yeah. So basically, I was listening to your program, and I just thought I would chip in a little bit, yeah, because we're one of the midlife generation of Nigeria. Now, the first thing is the last person that made a submission, he did say that we're not asking the right questions, and I completely agree with the person that spoke. But also, apart from us not asking the right questions, I think we're giving them too much accolade. Yeah, I mean, those politicians, we're giving them too much accolade is contributing to it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we see our prime ministers here and what's it called, local government representatives here, we get on the same trains and buses and all that. We don't. Nobody stands up for anybody on the train to say,
exactly.
Oh, that's the prime minister. I'm going to stand up for him on the train because he's the prime minister. He stands, if he comes late on the train, he stands up to wherever he's going. But if it's in Nigeria or if we see them here, some of us will have to that's Arisha Kola. no, what's his name? The man from Ibadan. We will stand up and say, oh, he's this, he's that, he's this. Who cares? Does he pay your bill? He don't pay your bills. Who cares if you don't accord the prime minister here respect? Why are you according some next man from Africa respect? They're not even doing the right thing with people in Africa anyways.
Exactly.
So that's one thing. And another thing is, look, Nigerians are not even helping themselves as well. Some of us, we say these things, we talk about these things, we lament about it. But look, Nigerians are not ready to die. People who have things working in their countries, yeah, they laid their lives down to get these things working. At this moment, as it is right now, people need to start slapping and bashing all these politicians. When they see one or two of them being slapped and molested anywhere they get to, they will fix up. People are dead. Look at this guy. I don't know. When he started going to Nigeria, I don't know why he started going to Nigeria in the first place. I don't know what he's looking for. And then now Nigeria has happened to him. It did not happen to just him. The people he took with him were the ones that lost their lives. How does that paint us?
I know.
We couldn't even get a stretcher. We couldn't get a stretcher to get the man them out of the broken vehicle. This is really, really bad. It's really. I'm not happy it happened, but I'm glad it happened, and it put Nigeria in a bad light, because that goes to show the decadence in the government and in the community that we call Nigeria.
Yeah.
And people need to start talking about it. People are talking. They're just not listening. I'm going to leave my submission there. But what I'm going to say to you, sir, if we're going to be if we're going to be serious about this stuff, yeah, let every of our family members that we know back in Africa, let them rise up and do something.
Exactly.
They can't just be sitting on the money we keep sending. We're spoiling them as well. We're spoiling them. Because when they call us, we send money back home every time they call us. We're always sending money back home. Why? If we ignore them for a year and they starve, they will do something about themselves.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
All right,
thank you for all you do. God bless you, man.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Tolu Benson. Hey. Sorry, I'm trying to call Tolu. The call just keep. Hello?
Hello, yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Good morning. Are you hearing me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
My name is Temitope.
Yeah, go ahead.
My name is Temitope. I'm happy to join your program.
Thank you.
I just need to make a comment regarding Anthony Joshua. I'm sorry. Thank God he's alive. But my main point is, I don't know what is going on. That very spot that Anthony Joshua had accident yesterday. I can tell you that spot in the last couple of years, commercial vehicles like trucks have been having accident on that spot. And
your line is breaking.
Like almost 3 years now. Can you hear me well now?
It's breaking. We can hear, but it keeps breaking.
Okay.
Hello?
My name is Tim. Can you hear me well?
We can hear you, but you talk and then it breaks. You talk and it breaks.
Okay. So I said that spot, our government need to do something. Safety measures in this country is not okay. You know, last 25, the US helped us to conquer the bandits, and now we have so many things happening in our country that our government are just being neglected about, careless about. On Lagos-Ibadan Express Road, I can tell you many spots where trucks park, and when this truck park, they almost block the center of the road. This is highway. Go to Gere, go to different spots, even getting to Ibadan or Joako. There are trailer park. There is no enforcement to keep this truck in their park. You know, the way we drive in Nigeria, you need to live in Lagos or in Nigeria to master to drive in Nigeria. If you come from abroad and you want to drive in Nigeria, I want to assure you, you will be involved in accidents. You know, so our government is not doing anything. I said earlier on, my mother was involved in an accident on that spot, and we lost her on that same spot that Anthony Joshua was yesterday.
Sorry about that.
Okay, what is the question? It is truck and commercial vehicle that will park on highway. This lane is 2-3 lane, but trucks they have already parked on that lane on the highway whereby vehicle were on top speed.
Hold on, let me understand. Hold on. So the truck is not like a parking place. It's a road, it's a lane that they are parked on.
It's a lane. Sometimes they go one way. I live in Ibadan. I go to Lagos virtually 2-3 times every week. We see them. They drive against
Sorry,
traffic.
everybody calling. Sorry, caller. Everybody calling. Please, I will get to everybody. Trust me. I will get to each and every one of you. All right, go ahead. Yeah.
So I go to Lagos virtually like 2-3 times a week. We see them going on one way. Nobody is arresting truck. Nobody is stopping them.
So the federal road safety, hold on, let me get it. So the federal road safety, so from my understanding, you are saying it's a three lane, right? Originally. But the trucks are parked on one lane. Is that what you're saying?
Mostly you see them parked there. They will just park maybe.
No, hold on. Try and hear my question. So are you saying that lane is a 3 lane, but trucks are parked on one of the lane? Is that what you're saying?
Mostly, exactly. They park on one
of
the Ogiri. You see what I'm saying? Ogiri State. Ogiri, they almost even blocked the whole express. They only left just one lane in Ogiri.
Wow.
And Ogiri, you find custom, you find them. You even find the Ogun State, what do you call it? Nothing about these people. And the road safety you are talking about, I need to tell you something about them. If not that Anthony Joshua is a celebrity whereby he has name, that kind of accident, they have the hospital they take them to and nothing happened.
What?
I look at the safety measures in this country, particularly on Ogun State axis. Ogun State government is not doing anything. I'm from Ogun State too, but I'm disappointed in Ogun State government.
Wait, hold on, caller. Caller, please hold on. I want to ask a question. You said accident happened, and that particular place that Anthony Joshua, the accident happened, the federal road safety, they take them, there's a particular hospital they take people to, but they don't do anything to them.
So, they don't. I'm a practical victim. I can tell you, they took my mother to hospital whereby the accident happened 9 a.m. and she gave us the ghost around 3 p.m. Nobody was informed. They said they don't have blood, they don't have anything.
What?
And road safety dropped about 10 victims. They were not dead though. It was just they dropped about 10 victims in one hospital, in a local hospital. Why they even mention Anthony Joshua is in local hospital? I'm afraid. When we have Selicolas where they can arrange him to better place, I'm afraid because he has the money. But on that road, anything from after Bega to Ogun State government is doing nothing.
Wow.
Ogun State government is doing nothing. The accident rate on that express road, I can tell you, it's too much. And the safety measure in Ogun State Road, I don't know what to say. Nothing is happening. You see some of the trucks, some of the commercial vehicles going on one way on those roads, and there's nothing happening. Nobody's arresting them, nobody's stopping them. Those are booking, nobody can do anything to them. Police cannot arrest them. The road safety cannot challenge them.
Can you imagine?
If I want that to happen, even though that's Anthony Joshua, the truck will go free. Nothing will happen.
Really?
I'm telling you, and we have government in this country. Nothing will happen. So for you to move successful on that road, apart from praying to God, you need to understand how to drive that road, to be patient. If not, that person may be a victim of that road. You see commercial vehicle overtaking. I mean, when the road is free, you see them, they can't really speed. Once the road is busy, you see them overtaking, changing lane, causing accident, driving nonsense on that particular spot. Go and check. Go there, put camera, observe that place for 1 hour. You begin to count those errors. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Tolu Benson, yeah, call. Hold on. Finally. I'm calling. Oh. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Finally.
Happy holidays.
I'll be same to you.
Yes, so it was just a tragic, unfortunate accident. It was just a tragic, unfortunate accident. AJ has been going to Nigeria with his friends, with his buddies for the past 4 years. If you listen to CNN, BBC, News, this is not the first time of him doing it. He was there summertime because he has a charity program he runs in Ogun State.
Yeah.
And he was going there to support the people he's training. One of the guys there, they were friends since childhood.
Yeah.
And his personal assistant that trained him for the fight he had just last week was one of the people that died. Mindset was his personal assistant.
Yeah.
Moreover, he has a fight in February in Miami. I don't think he'll be able to do that. We don't have maintenance culture in Nigeria. We lack that. We lack basic road safety. Even driving culture, we don't have it. We don't have it. Hard shoulder, we don't have it. Speed limit signs, we don't have it. Mobile phones, like these SOS phones on the road, we don't have it. Overhead signs that if you are overtired, don't drive, don't speed, we don't have it. Our Lagos State government was one time bringing advertisement, there are mobile ambulances around. Where were they? The state government, he never did anything. He never reconstructed the roads. He never retired the roads. The government needs, each 36 state governors, they need to make account of their activities, what they do. That truck had been packed for the last 3 days. And another one had been packed again. Let's not say because he had a crucifix on his neck. No, it can happen to anybody.
Exactly.
I drive on a normal basis every day to work. There are crazy drivers on the road. Especially Awoyiboyi, they are crazy drivers. It is just luck. I'm not saying luck was not with him. Luck was with everybody. But it was just unfortunate. It was just unfortunate. How can an army personnel be dragging someone that has been involved in an accident, be dragging him out of the car? No ambulance, no paramedics, no stretcher. We don't even know whether he's bleeding internally. Yes, he was brought out, he was alive, but we don't know the damage that accident has caused him. He was in a state of shock. Not what he was expecting. Because if you go on IG, on Snapchat, he had posted an activity he and that guy did. They were playing table tennis just before they traveled. Yes, they had an escort, but the roads, this SUV that we drive, our roads built to drive this SUV. No, you will see some rich people driving Bentley, driving coupe. We don't have maintenance culture. The hotness of the weather will bring up this tarmac. Because my uncle was a road builder. He used to construct roads. I know. When we were young, in my younger days, we used to follow them. Fiscal construction, we used to follow them. And we used to follow them.
I like the way we are being embarrassed.
The president is out of the country. He has gone to an European country for medical tourism. Even Akpabio, the Senate leader, collapsed. He was rushed to London. This news just got cruised because AJ is a celebrity. Other people, common men, they die on that road on a daily basis, which the news don't carry. It was just unfortunate. So let us take religion out of it. Maintenance culture, we don't lack it. Àwọn ọmọ wọlé ṣọ́yìnká, owó làwọn yẹn náà wá, àwọn náà fẹ́ gba cruise ní kí wọn náà show pé they are doing their work. That is not their work. Christmas is coming. Is there awareness on our TVs, on our radio station that don't park on the road, don't obstruct road signs, don't obstruct traffic, don't stop. See the road they carry on the truck, on the trailer. Is that meant to be? Side mirror might not be working. Where is the driver that parked it? Why was he parked? Where is the owner of those trucks? Why are they parked on the road? Sometimes they hide visibility for drivers driving. God help us. Not even God help us. We need to help ourselves. No God, we are concerned that. Let's enjoy older.
Exactly.
We pray. We pray more than the praying people. We pray more than Oyinbo people. How many times Oyinbo pray?
Abio.
It's just unfortunate.
Thanks so much, sis.
Tragic, unfortunate accidents. Accidents have happened, but it happened.
Thanks.
People say, oh, God. Yeah. Don't take God out of it. God is on his throne in heaven.
Thank
We
you.
are on earth. We can avoid it. We have no maintenance culture, no driving etiquette. You will see some. I went last 2023. Normally, when I go to Nigeria, I drive. The little I can drive, I drive. When the driver is driving, I sit next to him. Ọ̀gá ẹ rọra o, èmi àtọmọ mi láwa o, padà lọ sílùú wa o, akọ̀wá ṣọlúdé ni o, mo wá kíyà mi ni o, ẹ rọra o, ẹ má sáré jù o. 4 a.m. I am in my house. If I go to a party, the driver take me. By 6, I am in my house. If I still am outside by 7, oh yeah, I get my money. There's no maintenance culture because you don't know who is who. You don't know.
Thanks so much, sis.
Our head,
Thank you.
God is on his throne. Let us leave God out of it. Our dudu, we don't know anything, especially Nigeria.
Abio.
Our people have gone 30 December. But have they made provision? The government, people will come back home for December. Have you secured the road? Have you secured the airport? Just 2 weeks ago, some people went up. The carousel at Muritala Mohammed wasn't working. They had to be throwing the luggages.
Yeah. All right. Thanks so much.
Again, no lights, no infrastructure, no medical facilities.
Yeah. Thanks so much, sis.
May our head help us. May God help us. Because if we say may God help us, may God help us. For how long? It was just an unfortunate accident. It was just tragic.
I know.
They were looking forward to 2026. What will he tell his families? They have families back in England.
I know.
They are Muslims. We are saying, oh, because he had crucifix. Both of those people, they just went for Lesser Hajj some months ago. They went for Lesser Hajj. Those two guys, they are all praying Muslims. They went for Lesser Hajj. God help us. Sis, we are born you.
Oh, all right.
Hello?
Shema, I'll pay you later, ma.
Right, okay.
All right. Thanks so much, sis. Bye. All right. Ungwanu, who are the people? There's somebody else. All right. There's somebody else trying to call. I will do 2 more. I'll call all the people that called and then that will be the end. Hello?
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah.
You still on live?
Yeah, we are on. All right. Go ahead, please.
All right. Yeah, I want to first of all say thank you for bringing this issue up at this critical time. And I'm so glad. The point is, I'm actually coming from UK, and when I saw the videos yesterday, it was like a shock to me because there is an incident you never expect. But however, my point I want to raise is this, that people have listened to some opinions on this program, and they're all correct. But my own view of the story is Ogun State is my state of origin. And in fact, that place of incident is my local government. I know Makun and I know Shagamu very well. I just want to send a message to Ogun State government. There is an agency in Ogun State called Ogun State traffic law enforcement agency, they call them trace. Trace on a normal day, when there is a truck parked somewhere, it has fault, they have some towing vehicles that should move it. And they should make a call. That's where the caller that said, who is making calls to those people to ensure that such trucks or vehicles is being towed away? Because in UK, they call them, it's an hazard. That's what they call hazard in UK. So now, what has Trace done about it? That's my concern, because Joshua going home, and like everyone, we all go home, celebrate, and come back. Now 2 lives is being lost. Now we don't know those. I don't know them, but they are his associates. Now I want to reach to Ogun State government. What has Trace done with that truck being parked there? Why has it not been moved? Who is the officers, the command responsible for it to have been moved? Because their negligence to do their duties has cost this. Because when people are not, when you refuse to do your job, it causes some of these issues, and their own mistakes, errors, negligence has cost some lives now, and this is a national disaster. Because whether we like it or not, Joshua is an icon. Having an accident back at home is an issue. I just want to reach out to Ogun State government. That's an area they should look into. There's a structure on ground. Trace is there to have moved or towed that vehicle out of that place. Immediately it was parked there, whether it's asphalt or nothing. However, who is responsible? When an officer is not being dealt with, then they go scot-free, and that issue will repeat itself.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much. Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Who else? I think that is all. Let me see. Sorry, you. I think this. I don't know. Did I call this? Did this person call? I can't even remember. I can't remember if this person called or have. Okay. So, I think is this person? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. You were trying to call, right?
No. I didn't call.
Oh, okay.
I just sent a message.
All right. Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Bye. Okay. So, I think we've kind of gotten the message straight on there. I think we've gotten the message straight on. The reality, I mean, we've to all the callers, everybody has spoken from their different angle. But one thing that is very clear that we are all saying is our system failed. Exactly, diaspora. That's another one. Our system failed, and now Nigeria has happened. And like that other caller, the one before, the 2 callers away, said that his own mom was involved in the car accident in that same spot where Anthony Joshua was involved in an accident. As a matter of fact, why are trucks parked on a lane? They're not even parking. I thought it was even a parking area. They were parked on a lane. Nigerian government, look at the global disgrace. This is added to more global disgrace. Yeah, Mercy, thank you. It's a global disgrace. But then, having said that, like I said when I was speaking to the other lady, the reality is we all are responsible. We are all responsible for the Nigeria that we want. First and foremost, our local government chairmen, our politicians, is not just starting from the presidency. The local government chairman, the councillor, the House of Reps, your governors, your commissioners, they are known to you. We all need to start reorientating ourselves. We need to see, we can't be having conversation based on religion. It is because Jesus did this, God will save us. No, God does not save anybody. In countries where things are working, they don't rely on God to come and save them. We all have a collective responsibility. Like one of the callers said, if you want things to work, you need to participate. For those of us, I will come to those of us in diaspora first. Those of us in diaspora, like most of you, if you are used to my page, I always ask questions. These guys, these are our politicians, our God of men, all of them, technocrats, they come over to the Western countries. They come to the diaspora. We are the ones that give them a platform. We are too selfish. A lot of us are selfish in diaspora. They will come here. We are busy. All we are doing is we are lobbying to give them our business card, to give them our phone numbers, so that we can have contact with them. But we are not holding them accountable. It's actually a slap on our face when they are all coming here. Now election, they are getting ready for election. They are already arranging town hall meetings. They are arranging town hall meetings in diaspora. All of people will go there. They will go and gather. Those of Nigerians, they will go and gather there with them. You will come and see us. Everybody will want to take pictures. They want to take pictures. They want to exchange numbers. They want to have contact so that they can be connected. But we're not thinking of how it trickles down. It's all about chop, make I chop. They come here, we open the door for them. Come to Cheltenham House, come to New York. We give them platforms. We give them platforms to come and start telling us stories. We're not holding them accountable. We're not holding any one of them. We're not holding them accountable. Our politicians are meant to serve us. But when they get into power, when they are contesting or campaigning, they will start frying. They will be roasting corn and be frying chicken. They will be frying akara, be frying bole with us. But yet, the moment they get into power, they go enter their Dekuma Golo. They start entering convoy. You need to see somebody to see somebody to see somebody to see them. We need to normalize asking questions. For those of us in Nigeria, your local government chairman, all these politicians, they are coming to your door to come and tell you, come and vote for me. Meanwhile, how do we vote? We are voting based off na my church person, na my brother, na my sister. This person na my person. This person na the candidate of my godfather. That's what we are doing. We are voting based on this is the candidate of my godfather. That's how we are voting. Candidate of my godfather. Candidate of my godmother. It is my brother, it is my sister. Churches are telling you who to vote for. I don't know about mosque. I've never been to the mosque. But maybe those ones too, they're telling you who to vote for. You are voting based on individual. You are not voting based on performance. Look at our National Assembly. You will see them there, they are busy sleeping. I just read now, Yaya Bello, where EFCC they find back, left and right. He wants to campaign. He is wanting to be a senator. And I can tell you for free, all he needs is to put money down. You are not voting based on manifesto and policies. Somebody came, Emilio Con. What does Emilio Con mean? PDP, power for the people. What does that mean? We need to stop putting square pegs in round holes. Who is in charge of federal road safety? The Ministry for Works and Housing. What did they do there? We all know how to speak English. Nigeria is we are well educated. Nigerians are well educated people. Look at the people who are the aims of our affair. Do they actually reflect us? Your minister, your commissioners, your commissioner for work and housing, are you asking them questions? Is in Nigeria that politicians get into power and they suddenly become your bosses. You as electors, you are the bosses of these guys. You are meant to reach out. You are meant to reach out to your politicians. Hold them accountable. Go to their offices. Ask them questions. Learn to start asking them questions. You shouldn't be begging to see you shouldn't be begging to see your House of Rep members. You shouldn't be begging to see your commissioners. Your local government chairman, your councillor, you shouldn't be begging to see them. You should not be begging to see any of your politicians. They should be accountable to you. But hey, they reach there, the next thing we do, look at the amount of, I was looking at, somebody sent me a video of the convoy of the president. I lost count. It was later that I got to know that the president has 120 cars, as 120 vehicles as convoy. What did they find? What did they lost? Your local government chairman, they get in there today. Before you know what they happen, give them 6 years, give them 6 months, 1 year. The next thing, they don't begin to build house. Your senators, they are there. I mean, I was looking at what's the name? Is it Natasha? They said she was doing street light, and people are clapping. There's another senator. That one was giving a grinding machine, and people are clapping. Have you as us as Nigerians, have we ever asked, those of you who live in Nigeria, have you ever asked yourself how much is your state allocation? Who are the people collecting your state allocation? What are they doing with it? You can't want a better Nigeria if you don't learn to ask questions. We should learn to stop doing all this. God will help us. God does not help anybody. God is not there to help anybody. The country you desire, you have to work for it. You have to learn to ask questions. America that you always quote, UK that you always quote, all these countries that you always quote. People ask questions. I live in United Kingdom. Keir Starmer no dey get rest. My local MP here, in where I stay, they knock in door, they ask am question. Our local MP, that's like your councillor in Nigeria. They have office days. You go there to go and see them. They are not invisible to their constituents. In Nigeria, abeg, can you connect me to the PA or the SA of the local government chairman, someone that you voted for? We need to learn to do things differently. Where you see trucks now, hold your government accountable. FRC, what are you doing? Why do we have trucks? Why do we have trucks parked on lane? That's hazard. That is hazard on its own. And those who are doing big boy, big girl, you have cars. Are you mindful of safety? Do you have your seatbelt on? Before you drive your car, are you checking that everything is in order? Do you have the right air in your tires? Is your car roadworthy? You know, we need to start asking questions. There's nothing stopping us from asking questions. Let's learn to ask questions. Let's hold our leaders, let's hold our system accountable. FRC is not invisible. The Ministry of Health, they are not invisible. Our police force, let's begin to demand a better Nigeria. This was avoidable. I'm not saying it was not something that could have happened, but it was avoidable. Who knows? Maybe they didn't. Maybe all three didn't have. Maybe the two didn't have to be casualties in the first place. Let's learn to use our social media positively. Don't let us be behaving like Hood Boy that is here screaming and shouting, making a nuisance of himself, his or herself. Let's learn. Let's learn to ask the right questions. This that happened was avoidable. And I can tell you, Nigerian government is not going to go scot-free. This actually shows the decadence, it shows the decay in our system. All the budget that was budgeted, what is it being used for? All we are hearing is trillions and trillions and billions, and what are they using those money for? And Anthony Joshua, of course, it will never remain the same. Go and watch CNN, go and watch BBC, LBC, all of them. See what they talk about Nigeria. Aren't we ashamed of ourselves? We can't even have one good news come out one day. The diaspora, the person in charge, Abike Dabiri, it's not just about going to go and visit Joshua's family. What are you doing? How are you holding the system accountable? Because they're telling us, oh, come to Nigeria, all of you, it's time to come back and invest. And all the oil money can transform Nigeria. But the question be say, are they ready to spend it in the right way? They're not spending the right way. Nigeria, we have enough. What are they doing? All those money that the government are budgeting, what are they using it for? What are they using those money for? How are they using it? How are they disbursing the money? Who is holding them accountable? I was talking about the health minister the other day. They had a program. They were saying they are doing health program. They were doing it in Nikon. How does doing a program in Nikon, how does that reach the grassroots? We have an essay to your minister on her health. The girl lives here in London. And yet, she's the essay to the minister. Your politicians are busy replicating their kids into the system. And you, the masses, you're not asking questions. Look at Anthony Joshua. He's a celebrity. We agree. What if he had used his voice when all the way that he's been coming to Nigeria? What if he has used his voice for advocacy? Could it be? Most likely, maybe this will change the way he looks at things as well. Because he had access to Abike Dabiri, he has access to all of them. I'm hoping this will turn things around. Even the Yeye British, we need to start holding them accountable. How are they getting all the money that they are throwing around? Why are they not using their voices? They are driving on those roads. How many more will become victims before Nigerian government begins to do the right thing? Of course, I know why Millie. How many more is going to happen? Of course, because it's Anthony Joshua, that's why we are hearing. Like the other caller said, he said, this is a daily occurrence. Those of us in the diaspora, we have a role to play. Let's stop being selfish. It's not about let me lobby to get a position, or let me lobby to get a business done. At the end of the day now, we are all Nigerians. And our names, our country is being dragged in the mud. Why won't they? When we have chosen to put square pegs in round holes, everything we do, it must always come with difficulty. Ordinarily, you want to get passport, you have to bribe to get your way. Ordinarily, say you want get visa, you go bribe, get your way. Ordinary job, you graduate, instead of you to graduate and do the right thing. Now lie. Do you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody? Try going to the Nigerian High Commission. Now that time you go to say, hey, frustration is frustrating. You need to know somebody that knows somebody for you to get a visa, for you to get your passport. You go Nigerian High Commission, go be like say you dey go Market Square. There's no orderliness. It's a case of I know who is who you know. With all the influence and affluence, it was the masses that came to Anthony Joshua's rescue. They are all flying on private jets. They are doing wedding. There was a wedding they did recently. They had over 56 private jet flight. They have refused to do the right thing. Despite all our prayer, 70 days fasting, 1,000 days fasting, 1 million day fasting. You can see now that what Adeboye said is not right. They have technology, we have God. Where has the God gotten us to in Nigeria? May God help us. It is well in Jesus' name. Those are the things you'll be hearing. Show me one country that has developed based on it is well. Show me one country that has developed based on may God help us. Let us learn to call our government out. Let's learn to demand accountability. And until we start demanding accountability, trust me, this is not going anywhere. Look at our politicians. They are busy jumping from one party to the other. We have a governor that before the governor does a speech, he go before they sing. Ìgbà tí mo ré kọjá, kìnìkan ré kọjá. They go sing praise and worship. A time is coming. I tell you, for Nigeria to be better, we need to get Ogun. When we dey carry our politicians, they go Ogun. We carry our politicians to the shrine. Let them go to the shrine and go and swear in the shrine. Because all this Bible and Quran, they get us anywhere. If FRC was properly funded, if the road safety was properly funded, we won't have this kind of nonsense. If police was properly funded, look at all of them. How much is their pension? Even the cars that they have, sometimes they don't have fuel in those cars. She too. If you know what that High Commission do me in 2009. Even this ambulance, for all you care, ambulance probably does not have petrol. Fire engine without any equipment. We'll be calling billions and trillions. There is nothing to show for all what we are collecting. Look at the loan. Look at the amount of loan that we collected, that the so-called Nigerian government collected the whole of this year. What have they done with that loan? Muritala Mohammed Airport that they keep refurbishing and reshaping and whatever nonsense they say they are doing. I was watching the news the other day. People will say they go do dirty December. Ordinary baggage claim, the thing no work. There was even another one, they said they took lights. Ify, no matter how strong SUV cars are, you see, if there is a compromise to road safety, it doesn't, even in the Western country, when there's a compromise to road safety, accident is inevitable. Our politicians are busy jumping for one party. PDP, APC, PRP. All of them, they jump up and down. Your governors are responsible for your state. Your local government, your governors are responsible for the grassroots of the state. Who are your local government chairmen? Who are the local government chairwomen? Who are your commissioners? What are they doing? The security force, what are they doing with it? You be hearing, it's only in Nigeria that you be hearing, this one is federal road, this one is state road. They do federal road, and look at your governors, they are there busy throwing lavish parties. You get one now, Lagos State people, they send a side chick, now they rule in a state. You will see them throwing lavish parties, throwing dollars and pounds up and down. I won't go to the dollar and pound, go one, no better, no Nigeria. They are there jumping up and down. They have parties. You be hearing, to decorate this all, we need to spend 40 million. And they be calling the money as if you could look and say, wait be this. Everybody is selfish. Everybody wants, what will I gain is what we are all looking for. What will I gain? What will I gain? If all of us do what will I gain? What will I gain? Where will it get us to? We have Ministry of Health, yet our politicians are going abroad. They are going abroad for health treatment. I live in United Kingdom. They don't born any politician work for United Kingdom to go abroad. But what am I even saying, politician? Ordinary, even the Queen, NHS is now everybody go use NHS. They don't born you where to use anything outside NHS. Meanwhile, Nigeria and for Shishayo. Our politicians they will travel abroad. I'm going for health care. And I remember the days of Femi Adesina. You go say the president does not owe anybody explanation to be going abroad for treatment. That's to show you the decadence in our system. We are there, we are defending. Our media, where is our media in all of this? Our media is not there to hold anybody accountable. We have media who sit down. You go see them, all they were talking about, somebody wear one color clothes. Oh, the way they dress, that is not color blocking. That is color blocking. That is what we are discussing. We are discussing the celebrity that went to bed and did not wake up in, and the one that went to bed and did not wake up in the hotel room. That's what we are discussing on our media space. The medias are not there. Even the so-called one, when say they are doing investigative journalism, the Rufai and the Okibaloye and Co Association, they are there. Everybody is wanting to be a celebrity overnight. But we want Korimole. We are not seeing the end result of the Korimole that they are Korimole. How long are we going to continue like this? There is no media to scrutinize the system. There is no media to even hold anybody accountable. And yet we all think it's okay. Our celebrities, they are doing as if they are not part of the system. Look at all the decadence in Nigeria. They are there busy promoting movie. They are selling tables. 1 million naira, 10 million naira for table. Who are the people buying it? I was listening to Oyedepo. He said some government official, they sent over 50 cars. Where is the video? Let me play it for you to hear. Because if I talk now, when I go say Aproko, they talk. Oyedepo was there. Opening, I look at it and say, you know, Nigeria, you know. Where is the year, man?
Listen to it, hold on.
for delegates coming to Chile and supply security.
Listen.
I was told one government gave 20 buses for delegates coming to Chile and supply security to follow them.
Shengbo, a government delegate gave 20 buses to go for religious service with security. In Nigeria, we are paying for people to go on religious pilgrimage, to go to America, to go to Mecca, and to go to Jerusalem, to go to Israel. Do you know how much we waste on all of these unnecessary things? Anybody that want to go on tourism, they should pay for themselves. Baba go sit down. I need 10 of my children that can donate 1 billion. Who are the people donating this 1 billion? The church has got the clogs. They've got the system in their clogs. The system has got the church in their clogs. All of them they do dirty nonsense together. Politicians are the one controlling the media. In the UK here, I'm not saying the system here is perfect. I'm not in any way saying that. But the media holds them accountable. They hold the system accountable. Look at the way they are scrutinizing and screening. Nobody is above the law here. And yet, all we can sit down to do, if we are not talking from the angle of religion, it is God that did this. It is Kinikan. If we are not saying that one, we are doing tribalism. If we are not doing tribalism, we are doing gender profiling. That's all we think about. We are refusing to tell ourselves the home truth. Person go dey thief. Look at all the people that EFCC has been catching. We have a minister, Shena minister, been a former, I can't even remember what that guy does. Malamu. He has over 41 properties with millions of dollars. Look at Emefiele. He go carry Bible, he go carry big Bible wey big pass in head. He go carry and come EFCC this thing. There's no accountability in any shape or form. EFCC is now a toothless dog. Nobody is holding them accountable. Governors spend money shubu. Commissioners, politicians, everybody, because they spend money anyhow. All those you go to hear small get big God. Who are the people that this government are spending money on? Politicians will just and the thing is, when you are asking, why are you asking me this question? You don't have a right to be asking me this question. All the people that are the affairs of decision making in Nigeria, they don't even deserve to be there in a sane country. But hey, the Nigerian system, we have to put them there. I remember the time that the doctors were going on strike. In Nigeria, Ngigi, he said, what is the big deal? They can go, you imagine, your human capital, they can go. The hospitals are badly equipped. They are underfunded. Schools are underfunded. Infrastructures are not maintained. And this comes again. We can't talk about this without talking about the role of celebrities. Anthony Yoda, and as much as he's a victim, he also finds himself in the corridors of power. How did he use his voice? I'm hoping when he comes out of all of this, he will be able to use his voice to draw attention to accountability with the Nigerian government. He was busy frolicking with Bikadabiri, the president. How many people have passed away that the president contacted them? But because he's an international celebrity, they are paying attention to him. They put a phone call through. This tells you that Nigeria can happen to anybody. If somebody told Anthony Joshua this would happen, he would say it's a lie. Even with the convoy and everything, you can see Nigeria happened because it doesn't have respect for anybody. A bad system is a bad system. Exactly, Dino. A bad system is a bad system. I remember Abike, when Kemi Badnoch was refusing to meet Abike Dabi, people thought, she doesn't want to associate. Yes, and she was right. She rightly said it. She said, why do they want to associate with me? And she was very clear. She said, I don't associate with corrupt government. I'm not saying the UK system is better. The 9 dome, whatever Abike Dabi says she's heading, what is the use of it? They will gather together. Everybody is there. Everybody is busy fighting for national cake. I do not, baby. We don't talk about that one, Jerry. We have said that at the beginning. I think at the beginning we were talking about that. Yeah. Nigeria can happen to anybody. This is a lesson for all of us in diaspora. We are there. We will be clamoring. Come and connect me to this person. This person is coming. We do it. I'm not going to. This is something that we need to talk about. Exactly, Shitu. That was what I have just said. I hope he comes out and uses his voice, because this is something that has projected him now. If anybody had told him about 6 months ago, I think it was in Nigeria in the summer, if I remember. Because I remember him taking picture with Abike Dabiri, with the governor of Ogun State, and all that. They were all taking pictures together. If only, imagine, I'm sure that time if anybody told him, Anthony, why don't you talk about it? Why don't you talk about it? I will say no. Or he turns a blind eye. You can see, you can't turn a blind eye to anything now. Look at those guys. What a memory. Our celebrities, they behave as if they are not even part of Nigeria. Yesterday I was watching I think I saw, what's her name? P Square and I say P Square, Mr. P and AY. All of them were sitting, they were eating, premium or nothing, with Anthony Joshua and his late friends. That's the memory they were sharing. We're all eating together, we were shaking the cock together. Nobody is immune. Ordinary immigration officer, you won't pass. Wetin you carry? Police, wetin you carry? Where we have reduced our police system to people that are carrying bags. You can see now there's no cream de la cream. Nigeria happens to anybody. It doesn't matter who you are. You can see there is no cream de la cream anywhere. I'm hoping people will learn from this. Even all those celebrities, it is high time you start holding them to all these people that you stop watching their movies. Get them to put their voice out there. In a same country, your celebrities put their voice out to social economic campaigns. They are all there busy. Your celebrities are there entering private jet, flying to Binikuru. Yeah, people. Who is this? Sorry, somebody is. Okay. So that is that. I hope lessons have been learned. And I'm hoping that we're all able to learn from all of this. Nobody. Yes, you want to go and do 30 December. You want to go to Nigeria. Nobody said don't go to Nigeria. But let's learn to start asking questions. Our leaders, let's learn to start asking them questions. There is no, don't let us give them any soft landing, and let us stop doing all this. May God help them. God no dey help anybody. When they were campaigning, as now that we are getting ready for our election, whether na election or na selection, let's start asking questions. You that say you are voting APC, PDP, whatever nonsense you are voting, have you ever sat down to read the manifesto of these political parties? Are you scrutinizing their manifestos with them? Whether na Take It Back, whether na APC, whether na Labour, whatever it is, start reading their manifesto. Ask them questions based on their manifestos. Don't just go and start. Let's just vote. Na my brother, na my sister, na my town person, na my village person, na my mama brother, na my baba sister. Let's learn to ask questions. When they come abroad, we want to come and do town hall meeting. Don't go there as a psycho fan. Go there asking them uncomfortable questions. Chase them back home. By the way, why are they even coming? Why are they coming abroad to come and be doing town hall meeting? Now for abroad they operate. And those of you Nigerians in diaspora, hating and abetting them to register them in medical centers, to help them buy property, stop doing that. They are using your commonwealth. The money that should have been used to build Nigeria is what they are using to fund the lifestyle that they are funding abroad. Close their rabbit holes. My heart goes out to Anthony Joshua and the family of his friends. But hey, these are lessons. Nigeria can happen to anybody. It doesn't matter who you are. Even those on private jet, they are not safe. What is the law? What's the law around aviation? How are those jets being maintained? What a country. Nigeria can be better, but what a country. How long are we going to keep having square pegs in round holes? And all this a year prayer, let us pray, let us fast. How has fasting changed our life? How has prayer changed our life? With all the prayer and all the fasting, what difference has it made? At this time and age, Nigeria went backward. In the 80s, we were the joy of the globe. We have gone backwards. And all we keep saying is, may God help us. Leave God for one corner. Let us start recruiting round pegs and round holes. That guy, I doubt if this guy will ever recover from that trauma and that guilt. And let's see how it goes. Will the Nigerian government come out of this strong? I doubt it. Your politicians are there. All they are interested in is how to secure second term and third term and whatever term they are securing. What a country we have. Anyway, that was what I said let's come and talk about. But yeah, you see, to all the callers that called in, thank you for all rubbing our minds. But don't let us stop at that. Like I said, we are all accountable. We are Nigerians, at least most of the people on my platform are Nigerians. We're Nigerians. Let's start holding ourselves accountable. Those of us in diaspora, stop giving these guys soft landing. When they come, let's ask them questions. Let's make them uncomfortable. They granted education system and they are sending their kids abroad. Imagine a Nigerian press celebrating weakest child. He just graduated from University of one thing abroad, and they are celebrating it. You can imagine United Kingdom celebrating that one of the children of police went to go and school abroad. We are just big for nothing. Ordinary Morocco there. Look at ordinary Morocco. Look at ordinary Ghana. They are more developed than we are. And yet we sit down, we are the giant of Africa. We will be there, we'll be quoting Bible, we'll be quoting Quran. Our governor want to talk. Èmi nìkan lóye, kìdíkọ. Abeg, put your religion in one corner. You are there to come and do a political role. Do your role right. Anyway, it is what it is. I will keep watching. Will Nigeria come out strong on this? Let's wait and see. Will Anthony Joshua use his voice positively when he comes out of all of this? Hopefully he heals. Will he use his voice positively? The office of Nigerian in diaspora, what did they call that one that Abike Dabiri is ruling? Would that then open that to scrutiny? Let's wait and see. Nigerians in diaspora, are we going to change our own attitude and our selfish behaviors? Instead of pursuing connection, are we going to start asking these guys questions when they come abroad? Let's wait and see. Anyway, thanks everybody. Bye.